Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome to this pick-up pile reading. So today we're doing a reading for Neptune Retrograde 2024. The dates are either right in the title or will be found in the description for when this is covering, this time period when Neptune is retrograde. Okay, so do check out the Pluto retrograde reading as well if you're inspired to do that, because there's quite a large overlap between the two in 2024. Your timestamps will be found down below in the description, as is the disclaimer, the tip jar, and so on. So when you're ready, use that timestamp to skip ahead to your reading. Option 1 today is represented by this blue and brown stone. Option 2, so that's option 1. Option 2 is this piece of wood that's blue, the blue piece of wood chip here. And option 3 is this interesting stone at the end. It's like chicken scratch or something, right? Okay, so pause the video now if you need some more time selecting your reading. Use the timestamp if you're choosing option 2 or 3. And I'm going to move into option 1 with everyone selecting option 1 now. Here we go. Okay, option 1. I've got a new deck I'm bringing to the table for this one. Very excited. We've got the Stress Less deck, some suggestions. Actually meant to shuffle out your piles ahead of time, but that's okay. We'll just do it here. So these are... the cards are shuffled, I just didn't lay them out into piles. Pile 1. Pile 1. Let's see. We have for you the Six of Wands, Triumph, reverse position, Consecration, the Universe card, Respiration, the Ace of Swords, Gratification, the Moon card, move these up a little. There we go. Magician is reversed. Subversion, the Queen of Swords, right side up. Knight of Pentacles, Evolution, reverse. Archpriestess, right side up. And at the end, the Two of Wands, Dominion. Okay. So there's a theme here with your reading about proactively waiting for things, being in the right place, showing up on time, being in the right place, believing in divine timing, and using the time where you're waiting for something proactively to prepare for it or to tend to other areas of life. Just, get what you can out of the moment, the environment, the experience, rather than being sitting in an energy of just waiting and, like the power is in somebody else's court, so to speak, being aggravated or frustrated or feeling impatient or dependent on something to come in. There's a big theme about that. Let's get you also, I'm just so drawn to these. We're going to draw one of these right now. Have a one-person dance party in your kitchen with your favorite music, okay? They're giving this suggestion. Do this sometime when Neptune is retrograding. And I want to get your starseed cards as well. Okay, definitely a retrograde. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. We have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards card and Wild card. And Earthed, ED. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Ace of Swords here. Okay, I do think this is a time where a lot of you may have some really interesting dreams, or there's something there. There's some sort of idea that you can implement in your waking life that partially emerges or completely emerges in the dream time. There's also a great chance of you like having interdimensional experiences through meditation, through your dream world, exploring different places beyond Earth, the souls exploring different places. Maybe something new as well. I feel like your spirit guides might have some new information for you. The Ace of Swords here. Okay. A new spirit guide to show you possibly, or something else. Right, so you have on the table, as far as zodiac signs go, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries. This might be in your chart. These could be people that you're interacting with. Okay, one or more of these people. It's a great time to learn. The Queen of Swords, it's a great time to learn. It's a great time to take notes, to journal, especially about the weird stuff, especially about the stuff that's coming up from the unconscious, especially about supernatural stuff. Okay. It's a great time for meditation. It's a great time for spiritual practices. It's a great time to connect with the higher mind and the spiritual wisdom and the intuition, the magic within. And to really decide what you're doing with the magic within, because you could be keeping things very private. You could be working in your grimoire, working in your book of shadows or your art journal or any sort of journal, and going through, doing some introspection, doing some personal reflection and work. But some of you might be doing something that you share. Maybe you're sharing it just with an intimate group. Maybe you're writing poems and sharing it with your poetry club. Or maybe you're doing something that you're sharing more publicly. Maybe you're writing poems and you're publishing a book of poems. But very powerful time to be working with the pen, is what I'm saying here. Six of Wands reverse, Triumph, Universe, Consecration, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so it feels like something maybe wasn't 100% victorious, or you weren't 100% successful with something. It's like the outcome was different than you intended or you desired, you aimed for. And it's like, are you going to keep going? Are you going to take... they're showing me a cake, so I'm going to use a cake as an example. The cake comes out of the oven and it doesn't look the way you want it to. It's not as like light and fluffy. It's kind of sinking in a bit, possibly. It looks a little drier than you want, right? So it's like, are you going to take that and ice it and, put the candles on it and put the special cloth down, put it on top of the cloth and like create the scene, the consecration, make it special, make it more sacred, and roll with that and go with that? Or is there some sort of new idea? The Ace of Swords, like maybe, okay, so the cake looks a little dry, we're going to make the frosting extra moist. Or I'm going to redo this. I'm going to redo it. I have a new idea. I'm going to redo it in some way. And then you go into the consecration phase where you're making it sacred, you're preparing it, and maybe sharing it with others. Okay, so that looks like something, it's standing out. So it's maybe one thing in particular you have that choice to make, or it could be a theme, and a bunch of little lessons. I feel like there's no need to settle really here. It's like you're worthy of seeing yourself create the success that you desire. You're worthy of successful manifestation, the Magician reverse. So it's like don't just give up without thinking it through or tapping into your intuition, feeling it through. Like you have other options. You don't have to just settle like, well, the cake didn't come out that good and I don't feel that good about it, but that's the way it is. Like you can always tap into something, the Ace of Swords, that will allow you to make the situation better. if you so choose and you do what you need to do to align to that vibrational frequency. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is very much a thinker. But she's also like, this is also about creating healthy boundaries. Okay, because there are some things sort of lurking in the shadows here, some things that are it's like some mercurial trickstery type energy, the Magician reverse, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Moon card. There could be some things, you know, with finances that have become stagnant or stalled, or it's like moving backwards. And I feel like knowledge is power with the Queen of Swords here, but also setting healthy boundaries is important. You know, speak confidently, draw your lines where you need to, say no when you need to, remove yourself from conversations when you need to, things of that nature. Don't engage. But there's definitely a theme here too about connecting with the higher self, connecting with the spiritual self, the archpriestess, and the places that that can take you. And what your specific goals are is definitely an influencing factor here too. You have the portal energy, you decide wild cards and rewards. It feels like you're going to be rewarded for prioritizing yourself and going after what you want, and setting healthy boundaries where you're not settling for less than you deserve, less than you're comfortable settling for. You can be flexible, and maybe you do sometimes, but don't fall in a pattern where you're constantly doing that. And if you have been in a pattern where you're constantly doing that, this Neptune retrograde is giving you the opportunity to create change, create shift with that, and step more into your power. The imagination is very powerful, very important, very much highlighted with this retrograde as well. Just because things are unknown, or there's secrets, things that are mysterious or hidden, the moon energy, the archpriestess energy, the magician reverse, doesn't mean that it's bad or wrong, or you need to be afraid of it even. It doesn't mean that it needs to be unveiled necessarily, or exposed, or the spotlight doesn't necessarily need to go there. But that being said, I do feel like the universe is giving you the opportunity, various doorways or portals here that you can walk through to explore more of the mystery, explore more of other dimensions, explore more of yourself in greater depth, and situations in waking life, as well as your dream world reality. Some of you may be very focused on manifestations gone awry, or manifestations that fell short. It's like the cake came out of the oven, but it wasn't, you know, as good as we were expecting. There's this energy of organizing things, creating sacred space to produce fresh new energies, fresh new ideas, to channel messages from the higher self, to create clean slates, new starting points, to create the foundation for full-on success, things that you can really feel good about. If you practice conscious manifestation with the magician reverse, I feel like you might have misunderstood something with a technique, or you didn't fully grasp the whole process. And so for some of you, there's this theme with Neptune retrograde about how that could happen during this Neptune retrograde, but the Queen of Swords is also indicating to me like there's the potential to go back in and relearn, re-understand, refresh yourself with the techniques, the knowledge that you picked up, and like understand better, gain greater understanding, and work through some of these blockages, misunderstandings related to conscious manifestation and manifestation techniques. Okay. So we're going to get you a kitty cat card as well. Let's see what we have here. Some of you might have some conflicts, delays, struggles, or separations, or be creating some boundaries. You need to keep your wits about you in relation to an earth sign person or an Aries. Okay. You have for the kitty card, Cozy Home. It says, meet Shrine. He loves to curl in a fluffy ball of appreciation and take in the calm, cozy expanse of his home. Create a sanctuary of peace and inspiration. Let go of objects that don't make you happy. If there are broken items that you have been meaning to fix, unused gifts, or remnants of a passionless hobby, send those things on their way. Clear the space and surround yourself only with the things that support you and make your heart sing with the joy of being alive. Light a candle, open a window. Be thankful for all that you have. Sit with Shrine in your lap and honor your home. So, yeah, a big theme about creating sacred space. Great time to reorganize or refeng shui your home for some of you. Create an altar. That's definitely coming through to altar work. Or maybe it's just one room, your craft room, or the room you sleep in, or your meditation room. Use your intuition, but the Knight of Pentacles reversed to me is indicating that there's an opportunity with this retrograde to take things that maybe worked in the past, aren't going to work so well in the future, maybe aren't working so well in the present moment, and get your hands in there and just rearrange some tangible things. Take practical steps to create a better ambiance, to create better flow and harmony, to bring freshness to the mix. So it really looks like a great time for sorting through your belongings, and rearranging things to create the supportive environment for yourself and your projects moving forward. This is definitely helping you prepare, because there's this theme about preparing and waiting and active preparation, active waiting and actively preparing yourself for what's to come in. Some of what's to come in is going to come in when Neptune is retrograde, and some of it is going to come in after Neptune turns direct again. And this phase will have aligned you and prepared you to receive what you're meant to receive. And you're worthy and you deserve this cozy home. So create the cozy home, create the cozy environment. Take good care of your body too. That's the home of the soul, right? Make that more comfortable for you. Maybe it's a haircut, maybe it's lotion, maybe it's some sort of treatment. You need to get some sunlight, or drink good, healthy beverages, eat a healthy diet, exercise, whatever it is. Okay. There's really a message about preparing the vessel, making the vessel nice, your home, your body, and that's assisting you with having greater success and enjoying the process. That's what I have coming through for you, Pile 1. I'm going to leave your reading here and move into the next one. Many blessings, and bye-bye. Okay. Now move into option 2, pile 2, option 2 for the Neptune retrograde reading. Let's see what we've got here for you. I'm going to draw this card first. New deck, stressless. Light an aromatherapy candle, okay? Advising you to light an aromatherapy candle. Create your own and light it. Right? Anoint a candle with essential oils. Maybe you've made your own candles. However it applies. It's advising you to do that during this time period. Okay. You have the Page of Wands reverse, Hermit, Exaltation reverse, Regeneration, Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Economy, reverse position, the Fool card reverse, this up a little bit. Okay. Star card, reverse, revelation, reverse, authority, the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, adversity, reverse, and the Hierophant, intuition, reverse position. Okay. So there may be some changes, some things shifting around in the economy, with your personal finances and money, and your quality of life. Things with institutions, schools, courts, libraries. Could be some sort of shifts, changes here. It does feel like if you're not careful, you could do something like forget to renew a library book or anything connected to an institution, create some sort of delay or miss some sort of deadline if you're not careful. There's potential for that. Okay, some of you have been having a situation with a person who has personal placements in fire signs, most likely Aries. Could also be a Virgo person or an Aquarius person. They've maybe created, some blockages or delays or obstacles for you in your life. For others, this feels like something foolish that has either been done in the past or that you may do. Okay, sometimes we need to be foolish, we need to learn from our mistakes, and we need to try it. We need to try something. We need to listen to the heart too. Sometimes, the heart leads us in a direction where maybe there's some loss, or maybe we feel foolish, or you know what I'm saying? But if we didn't try, we wouldn't have known, and we would have hurt the heart by not trying to. So it feels like there is a message here advising you to take time to yourself in balance, in moderation. The Hermit reverse, the Queen of Wands right side up. It's like, don't isolate yourself to a point where it's unhealthy. But at the same time, if you're not separating yourself from other people's energies, I feel like that, that's going to be foolish too. You need time on your own. You need time to meditate or to wind down. You need time to just go out and connect with nature or whatever it is, have that solitude. And then the Queen of Wands is a need to be social a lot of times. It's a need to express oneself, to share one's gifts, to be generous, to be loving, to be seen. So there's this theme about the balance of those two that comes up. Let's get you some starseed cards also. We've got and as far as zodiac signs go, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not in your reading. You guys have Aries here, any of the fire signs, Virgo, Aquarius, any Taurus showing up. So these could be characters in your story during this time. We've got, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. And you got empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. And a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. I feel a strong theme here for some viewers about connecting with soul family, about being with those that it's like you're unique, okay? But at the same time, there could be things about you that are rare that are not unique. So it's like they're rare or they're different, or not everybody has these things. They definitely could be eccentric things. But other people have this in common with you too, and there's maybe a desire to connect with others to share this. And so it's like soul family, or this sort of commonality about the rarer things, or the more rare things about you. I feel like there's a good chance you can. Just with the Four of Pentacles here, it's like Don't try, do. Be the inner authority. Claim this. Claim your right to be part of that group, to have the support, to connect with your tribe, your people. I feel like that could be coming through for you in different points during this Neptune retrograde. There's a lot of creative potential here with the Queen of Wands and ability to share your talents, your skills, what you have. Just be generous, be loving, and share. Some of you, though, it's like if you're trying to share in a way that's a direct trade, like you're trying to monotonize something, or it's like you're trying to take your skills, your talents, you're trying to monotonize them in some way. Maybe you're trying to do something new. There's a specific manifestation. This retrograde might either show you like some blockages or some challenges with that, some delays with that, or it might be about like seeing things in a different light and the different energies, being able to work through previous blockages, previous quote-unquote failures, in doing that, to be able to implement new things. It's like new ideas will arise, new pathways will be opened that you can check out. You can try these things out in relation to new beginnings, new projects, futuristic things connected to your talents, your skills, and then again, like monotonizing it. Okay, I do get this energy here about like taking a break or taking a pause, realizing certain things you've been working on and putting energy into aren't paying off. It's not worth it. And so you're reassessing or you're shifting in how you're doing this. And I feel like you're living more for you. There's a theme of that. And like abandoning these things or tweaking these things so that there's not that sort of energetic vampirism going on anymore, creating more efficiency and self-respect as a result. Okay, Revelation reverse position, the Star card reverse, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles reverse, Hierophant reverse. Yeah, there's this energy of like non-traditionalism, doing things in a non-traditional way, being innovative. And here with the Hierophant reverse and the Star card reverse, it's sort of like there's something different going on with both, like the traditional way of going about something and then the new age way or the innovative way of doing things, the eccentric way. Both may be on pause for a period of time for some of you, or there's some sort of like there's something different than before Neptune went retrograde with both of these energies. I do see you overcoming previous hardships, especially materially speaking, things with money, mindsets, like poverty mindsets, things with resources and lack and not having enough and really having to struggle, really having to work for it. There's some sort of shift going on, most definitely. And it's improving. Things are getting better. It's improving. You may have been saving money, or you might save some money during this time period, or you're reserving things, your energy, your words, and you're looking out for yourself and what's important to you, what you value, and you're also recognizing, like, again, certain things haven't paid off, haven't been working, and so it's time to break through the inertia and walk a different path. All paths are leading home, and you choose to walk a different one that feels more in alignment with what you're doing and with who you are, and one that's just a better match for you, more enjoyable to walk, because the process is a big part of it. Okay, okay, creative visualization comes up here. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. A new earth. there's this energy of other people's energies being in your aura or being within you, and being able to burn that away or wring out that sponge, come home to self and have greater truth. Okay, so this might be something you need to do periodically throughout this time, or there could be some shift going on that allows you to create a clean slate or better do this. Let's get you a kitty card. You got nature. It says, meet Leaf. Each day he slips outside to meander between the ferns and flowers. He visits his secret spot where the sun filters down through the leaves in ever-changing shards of light that dance on his fur and warm his soul. No matter the weather, take a moment to step outside and find a spot in nature, whether it's a vast wilderness or a tiny patio. Breathe in the fresh, wild air. Feel the great expanse of the sky overhead and the firmness of the earth beneath you. You are part of the intricate web of life. Allow nature to nourish you, support you, and set you free. So it's really important to ground your energies and anchor your energies during this time. Okay. For a number of you, that's like the skeleton key or the missing piece of the puzzle that you're looking for, is grounding your energies. And with Neptune being reverse, it's showing up as really, really important. There's all of this sort of whimsical and spiritual and just like out there on grounded energies connected to Neptune. Neptune's the imagination. Neptune's interdimensional stuff. And it's important to have the balance, because one can't flourish without the other in this physical form, in this life, on this path. That's what they're telling me. You're going to have greater success and enjoy the process a lot more when you bring that balance, ground that energy. Okay. What else? Anything else? I think that might be it for you, pile 2. I will leave your reading here and move into option 3. Remember to check out the Pluto retrograde one if you're inspired to do that too, because Neptune retrograde and Pluto retrograde largely overlap in 2024. And many blessings to you. Bye for now. Okay. Option 3, welcome to the table again. We're going to get you a Stress Less card to kick off your reading. This new deck. Okay, you have a one-person dance party in your kitchen with your favorite music. So that's a suggestion to do during this time period. And let's see what you have for tarot. Emperor, propulsion, reverse. The 3 of Cups, abundance, reverse. Oh, some of you have been dealing with a party pooper, or you yourself have been a party pooper. You will at some point during this retrograde. 7 of Pentacles, variance. 7 of Wands, fortitude, reverse. Some of you are viewing somebody as a jerk or a bad leader, or maybe beating up on yourself about it. The truth is, let me get these other cards. What I'm seeing with the cards is that this person may be taking some of the fun away, at least temporarily, and being kind of a Debbie Downer, so to speak. But it's because something is worth putting in time, energy, resources, effort. It's like something needs to be built or the work needs to be done. It's worth it. And if we're just goofing off, we're not going to get there. So there's this energy of maybe they're not such a bad leader, or maybe there's some imperfections about them or the way they're going about doing something. But there is this deeper thing on the table where something is worth dedicating one's time, one's energy, one's money to building. You're building up a resilience, a strength. You're preparing for something larger as well in doing this. It is important to have fun. You know, don't take that energy of being stoic or being serious or just like hyper focused on work around with you everywhere. It's like when you have to buckle down and do that, then you do that. But when you're off the clock, or you know, you're calling it quits for the day or whatever, switch gears, change gears, go home and have that dance party in your kitchen with your favorite music, or yeah, sing. A lot of you, the Page of Swords is like sing, express your feelings, your emotions in a positive way. Let's see what we have here. King of Wands, restriction, desperation, the Nine of Swords, and the last card is fortune, rotation in reverse. Okay, let's get your starseed cards as well. Pile 3. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven in reverse position. Whale and Orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. And blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. You guys have music highlighted as a theme in your reading like no other pile. It is so highlighted. So take some time for music, guys. Be mindful about the music that you're using, how it's making you feel, how it's influencing things in your life. Some of you have lyrics within you. You're meant to write songs. Some of you, you're meant to sing. Okay. Yeah, this is not really the time to wait. Some of you have waited long enough. In this retrograde, the waiting period is over. It's time to act. It's definitely time to express yourself. It's time to explore, diving deeper, what's in the soul, what you're feeling, your passions, okay? And it's time to avoid suppressing them, but rather to integrate them and to express them in healthy ways. There is some misfortune on the table, whether it's past, present, future, combination of that, because, you know, sometimes things in the past, we can get sad about them still, you know. You can think of your ex and you can get nostalgic, as an example, right? So, or you can think of some sort of loss. You can think of your pet that passed away years ago and you feel sad and you miss them, and it's still like a misfortune now. It'd be nice if your pet was still around with you. I get that. So misfortune is showing up as a bit of a theme here. Past, present, future, and the potential for misfortune. But there's a lot of other stuff here too. There's definitely the potential for success and good fortune on the table. Page of Swords. Yeah. There's this message like do the inner work, do the introspection, do the inner work, think before you speak. The boundaries here, the Page of Swords here, feels like somebody might, with the Queen of Cups reverse, somebody might violate a boundary. Somebody might say something stupid or ask a question that's personal, that's invasive, and you have to draw the lines. You have to set the boundaries, you know, in your life to bring about the success. Don't just let these things beat you down, beat you up, take advantage of you. The Nine of Swords can represent reoccurring nightmares, literal ones. So some of you may have reoccurring nightmares, or you have in the past. If you've had there's the potential to gain greater awareness and insight about the meaning, the purpose of them, or what's going on. Some of you might deal with some sort of nightmares because it's facilitating some sort of awakening or activation of something within you. And this is part of that process. Spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Yeah, okay. And then the Nine of Swords can also be something in waking life that feels like a reoccurring nightmare. It's, you know, that daily meeting that you dread going to at work. Or it's, you know, work in general. You hate your job and you go there most every day. Or it's a specific person, it's your mother-in-law or whatever, you know. It's like, oh, there's like a regular thing of her calling every so often, or, you know, we go over there every weekend or every other weekend, and it's a drag. It sucks. The Nine of Swords, you don't enjoy this, whatever it is, right? And you feel like a thing of misfortune. Some of you are in this cycle where you feel like misfortune just keeps happening to you. It's just part of a cycle. It keeps happening. Sooner or later, things aren't gonna be going well. But there's something here about your passion. It's like you take your passion, you take your feelings, you take your emotions, you integrate your feelings, you integrate your emotions, you create peace or a better feeling vibration than you were previously dealing with, because somebody may have rained on your parade, or, you know, popped your bubble, or told you to stop goofing off and get back to work, whatever the situation is, right? Somebody said something unkind, whatever it is. Queen of Cups reverse. It's like there's this theme during this time period about integrating the feelings, the emotions, processing them, raising your vibrational frequency, maybe gaining some information or understanding about things where you're suffering, or where you're choosing to work, or you're choosing to postpone something that would be more joyous, more fun, to do something else. It's like you get the reasoning for it, or the purpose in it, the meaning behind it, and that makes it a little easier. So balancing of the emotions, exploring them, making peace with them, balancing them, and raising the vibrational frequency. And then taking this passion and your energy, the King of Wands, and wielding it wisely. Giving it to things that are not, you know, lost causes, or not destined to fail, or not, you know, energies of desperation and misery, but rather of truth, of authenticity, of talents, of skill expression, of learning, of creating healthy boundaries, of, you know, being a conscious co-creator in your world, in your life. And I feel like you're able to really make some things that are quite powerful in doing that. And again, it's like there's going to be times to stop waiting and step up and take action, for sure, with the King of Wands here. Some of you are doing some travel too, I'm seeing here, or discussing and maybe planning some travel. As far as zodiac signs go, you may have some delays, blockages, imbalances, or confusion connected to someone with personal placements in one or more of the water signs, or a boss, an employer, person in a position of authority, an Aries or a Taurus, as far as zodiacs go. During this time period, I do see that fire sign energy, air sign energy, especially Gemini energy, or somebody who's younger than you with personal placements in one of the air signs, or somebody who's newer, like you're just meeting them, you haven't known them very long. They're showing up as sort of allies, or they have something to teach you, something you can learn from them, some assistance that they can provide you. There could be a situation, there's something here with the heart, with your emotions and your feelings you need to unblock, you need to resolve here. Okay. I see that. And I guess that's it for you. We did your cat card, right? I'm going to feel like such a jerk if we didn't do your cat card, but I think we did. And the Queen of Wands is hiding in there. Okay. Did we do your cat card? I got to do another cat card for you in case we didn't. Sorry. if that bothers you, being repetitive. There might be something here about a couple cats, 2 cats. Cat is definitely a spirit guide for you at this time. Look it up to gain greater understanding, meaning for the reading. You have expression. Meet Shante. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out to play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? The world is waiting for that song, guys. That's your closing message. Make it happen. Make it so. You're the boss. You're the leader here. Time to get going. Time to go. Many blessings. Bye for now.